I'm going to start a new dresser. Well, I already did. This was given to us from a coworker of my husband's, and anyways, I just decided to strip it. So I slathered on the Citristrip. So those are the drawers, and then this is the body. Last night I sanded this because it was in horrible condition. Last time I did this, I got a lot of questions from you guys. So I cover it with plastic wrap, just basically so the Citristrip will work longer because it won't dry out if it's covered, while it won't dry out as fast. So the plastic wrap will not melt. This Citristrip stripper is amazing stuff, and it's not really harsh. I'll let the stripper do its thing for a little bit. I'll come and probably check it in a few hours, and we'll see at that point how easily all the stain comes off. So I got this thing all stripped down. I scraped off the old finish and the stripper, and used mineral spirits with steel wool to make it nice and smooth. It's not gunky. It feels really fresh. It is still wet. I am just sanding it down with 220 grit, and I think at this point I'm going to wipe it all down and poly it. I really like this weathered wood look. This is the situation with this dresser. I've sanded, wiped down everything. I actually even stained the top just a really, really light brown to kind of get everything to match a little bit. See, so it matches instead of being just completely raw and really light. I'm going to poly it a couple of times, and then I'll do a whitewash of sorts. Morning, friends. So last night I sealed this dresser, and I got a lot of questions. People asking me why I'm sealing it before I'm doing a wash. Basically, the reason why is because when you have raw wood and you're painting over raw wood, the wood will soak in the paint a lot faster, and it's not as easy to work with. So yeah, that's why I poly before I do a whitewash or any wash, really. Just gives you more flexibility to do what you want. Like this, so I have whitewashed this stuff, so it's not really a whitewash, it's more like a gray wash. This, I just had a little bit of it left over, and so I just added water to it to make it kind of like that, and then I'm just wiping it on. This view gives you more of a, this is still really dark, this is lighter. Let's see what this side looks. That's a lot darker. So I'm just gonna keep wiping it on. And what I was going to say is, so I've been wiping it on, getting it all over, letting it sit for maybe 30 seconds, and then I've been taking a wet paper towel and wiping it back off. Also, actually probably right now, I'm going to take out all the drawers so I can get in these spots. I wanted to do it all with the drawers in so I could see how it looked first. So this is the side, that's the front. Look at that difference. So I just get it, making a mess here. I just like this all over. Okay, I had to work really fast to wipe it all off. So it's better to wipe off too much than not enough. So I'll go back over this, do this side another layer until I get it to match the front. The second coat goes on a lot lighter. I just like to get a base coat on first, And then I can just kind of play around with the second, third, fourth coat, whatever it takes. That's a little bit thick. If I get it too thick again, then I can take my wet rag, wipe it off again. And that is why it could take 4, 5 coats, whatever, because you're just wiping on, wiping off until it looks right. I know I usually spray on my poly, but since this is more of like a weathered look, I don't mind doing it with the painting sponge. So this is a painting sponge. It's from Country Chic Paint, and I have a coupon code if you want 10% off. Actually, I'll just put the coupon code on here. I love these, especially for poly. I will never brush poly again. Basically, it just does a really good job of not leaving brush marks. I don't know, it goes on thin too, so I don't have to worry about it. I really, really like these if I'm not spraying. So I basically just dip, I keep saying basically, I'm sorry. I just dip the paint sponge into my can of poly and then wipe it on. I'm using the General Finishes High Performance in flat. Since this is supposed to be a weathered look, I don't want satin or semi-gloss or anything. Okay, have you noticed, and why is my lighting going crazy? But see how where I poly it, it gets so much darker than where I had given it a whitewash. I love that. So this is the whitewash. Well, it was Country Chic Sunday Tea as a wash. And then this is after I've top coated it. This is definitely what I wanted. This is just too light. That's just something about top coat. No matter what you put it over, it's gonna darken it just a little bit or give it more depth. Whatever way you want to say it.